What's up guys, it's Film Phoenix Retro back, and I'm finally here to do another video where in this video I'll be doing a Blu-ray 4K update video of Blu-ray 4Ks that I got all the way back from, I'd say, around 2019 to 2020, when I first got a Blu-ray 4K player. Now, I haven't done these update videos in a long time, because as a lot of you guys know, on my previous channel, Film Phoenix 82, I used to do a lot of VHS and DVD and Blu-ray updates, and which I don't really do anymore because I'm not really into collecting new stuff now. But still, I got a handful of Blu-ray 4Ks that I haven't yet shown to a lot of you. So yeah, well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, first one we got here is No Time to Die, released in 2021 by MGM, and this is Daniel Craig's last appearance as James Bond. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I've been a James Bond fan for a long time and collected all the Bond movies on Blu-ray and whatnot. Now, No Time to Die, crazy thing about this movie is that, its release date has got pushed back further and further because of, the pandemic and everything and the theaters closing. But yeah, I finally got to see this movie in theaters, and I don't know, this movie was kind of a bit of a disappointment. I mean, I didn't really enjoy this as much as Craig's last Bond movies, so yeah, shame this has to be his last outing, but whatever. I still picked up the Blu-ray 4K release to complete my James Bond Blu-ray collection. So yeah, well, anyways, here's the front, the slipcover, here's side, and then back. All right, and here's the case itself, front, side, and back. Alright, open it up, take that out. Alright, and you got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc right there. Alright, and yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for No Time to Die. And by the way, rest in peace to the late Sean Connery, who passed away 2 years ago. So yep. Alright, next up here is F9, the Fast Saga, released in 2021 by Universal. This is the 9th Fast and Furious film, and I own all the Fast movies on Blu-ray, so of course this was another one that I had to get on Blu-ray 4K. So yep, there's the front and side and back. All right, let me pull out the actual case. There's front, side, and back. All right. And here you got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc right there. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for F9, Fast Saga. So, yep. All right, next I have right here is Sonic the Hedgehog, released in 2020 by Paramount. So yeah, now of course, Sonic the Hedgehog, I love the classic Sega Genesis game, and of course, I played, Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast growing up and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool that, they finally made a movie based on Sonic. So yeah, well, anyways, here's the front of the slipcover and side and the back. All right, and there's the case, front, side, and back. Okay, let me open this up, get that out. And here you got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Sonic the Hedgehog. So, and speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, I also got Sonic 2 on Blu-ray 4K, released in 2022 by Paramount. So yep, and in the second movie, it's also got Tails and Knuckles, and the ending to the movie also teased the character Shadow for Sonic 3, which is gonna come out. So I definitely look forward to that. So yep, there's the front and the side and the back right there. All right, and here's the actual case, front, side, and back. All right. And there's the Blu-ray 4K disc right there. So, yep, that's the 2022 Blu-ray 4K release for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All right, the next one I got right here is a classic, and that is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, released in 1971. So, yep, now the cool thing about this Blu-ray 4K release for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is that this actually contains the original Paramount opening from the 1971 theatrical release of this movie. In case you guys didn't know, Paramount originally distributed this movie back in its 1971 theatrical run, and it wasn't until the late 70s when Warner Brothers purchased the television rights to this movie and eventual home video rights, and that's basically how this movie became a cult classic, you know, from the television airings. So yeah, but still that's pretty cool to see the Paramount logo at the beginning of the movie from the original theatrical release. So yeah, well, anyways, there's the front of the slipcover and the side, and there's the back. All right, and there's the actual case, front, side, and back. All right, and here we got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc right here. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So, yep. All right, next I got right here is The Batman, released in 2022 by Warner Brothers and DC. Now, the Batman, from what I heard, this movie isn't necessarily part of the DC EU, but rather part of the whole Joker side story. If you guys remember the movie Joker from 2019, well, this movie basically takes place in that universe as well. So from what I heard, they're planning on making a Joker 2 as well. So I'll probably have to check that out when that comes out. So yeah, well, anyways, here's the front of the slipcover and the side and the back, and here's the actual case, front, side, and back. All right, and here you got there's the Blu-ray 4K disc right there and standard Blu-ray disc. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for The Batman. See him? All right, next I got right here is Glory, released in 1989 by TriStar Pictures. Now, Glory, this is another movie I had to get on Blu-ray 4K because I'm kind of into these historical war movies and whatnot. So, Glory is definitely one I had to check out on the 4K quality. So yeah, well, anyways, here's the front and there's the side and the back. All right, you open this up, and here you got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc right here. So yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for glory. See it? Alright, next up I got right here is Resident Evil The Final Chapter, released in 2016 by Screen Gems. So yeah, I got this mainly to complete my Resident Evil Blu-ray collection, since I used to be into these Resident Evil movies back in the day. But I haven't actually seen this one, but I'll definitely give it a look. So yeah, well anyways, there's the front and the side and the back. And let me open this up. Alright, and there's the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray disc right there. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Resident Evil The Final Chapter. Next I got right here is Ghostbusters Afterlife, released in 2021 by Columbia Pictures. So, yeah, now Ghostbusters Afterlife, I definitely enjoyed this one. I mean, it was better than that 2016 reboot. So yeah, well anyways, here's the front and the side and the back. Alright, take that out. And here you got the Blu-ray 4K disc and standard Blu-ray. So, yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Alright, now these last three Blu-ray 4Ks are still sealed in the plastic, but, yeah, well, anyways, the first one here is Avengers Endgame, released in 2019 by Marvel Studios. Now, this one I got from the Disney Movie Club back when I was a member. I'm no longer a member of the Disney Movie Club, but yeah. Now, Avengers Endgame. This is the last good MCU film in my opinion, because really, I really don't like the direction the MCU has gone recently. So yeah. Well, anyways, there's the front, the side, and the back. The slipcover. Alright, and here's the case, front, side, and back. Like I said, it's still in plastic. Haven't opened it, but you know, I had seen the movie when it came out in theaters. So yeah, well, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Avengers Endgame. Alright, next up is another MCU film, SpiderMan No Way Home, released in 2021 by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios. But yeah, along with Avengers Endgame, this is also another last good MCU film, and I especially like the reunion with the three Spider-Man actors, you know, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and of course Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man in the MCU films. So yeah, well anyways, here's the front of the slipcover, and there's the side and the back right here, and here's the Blu-ray case, still in the plastic, front, side, and back. So yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah. Okay, and the last Blu-ray 4K release I have right here is Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, released in 2019 by Disney. So yep, this is the last of the sequel trilogy of Star Wars, in which honestly I've never really caught on to these, you know, Disney Star Wars films that much. I mean, I prefer the original classics, the, you know, original trilogy, which is episodes 4, 5, and 6 from back when, you know, Fox owned the series. So yeah, well anyways, here's the front, side, and back right here, slipcover, and here's the actual case, front, side, and back, still sealed in the plastic. So yep, that's the Blu-ray 4K release for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So yeah. Alright, so that should do for this Blu-ray 4K update video right here. And I will see you all in my next video.